Hello, my name is Teresa McClain. Thank you for viewing the presentation on my summer practicum at Franciscan St. Francis Health. Franciscan Health Indianapolis is a hospital medical facility serving central and south central Indiana and part of the Greater Franciscan Alliance Health System. The hospital was originally developed by the Sisters of St. Francis of Perpetual Adoration and the Catholic Church. The mission of the organization is continuing Christ's ministry in our Franciscan tradition. The Senior Meal Program was created by multiple departments, but to date overseen by the Franciscan Health Senior Promise Department. The Franciscan Health Senior Promise Department was created in 1987 as a resource dedicated to Indiana seniors ages 55 and older. Both Senior Promise locations, which are Indianapolis and Mooresville, offer various beneficial services to its 33,000 plus members. These services include, but are not limited to, Franciscan health billing questions, Medicare questions, prescription drug coverage questions, caregiver resources, free newsletter, specialty events, and local discounts including classes and programs offered by Franciscan Health. The Senior Meal Program is a collaborative effort between the Retirement Research Foundation, or RRF, and Franciscan Health Central Indiana Division, and overseen by the Franciscan Senior Promise Department. According to the original program summary, which was provided by Franciscan Alliance, the Retirement Research Foundation's involvement includes a funding request and education and feedback. RRF exists to fund research of interventions, policies, and practices that improve the well-being of older adults and/or their caregivers. The meal program was originally designed to target diabetic and congestive heart failure patients ages 65 and older, identified as food insecure as they are discharged from inpatient hospital stays. The goal of the program is to improve senior patient health outcomes by providing at least one daily meal for 90 days after a recent hospitalization. In addition, the hope is to eventually measure and reduce readmission rates and maintain or reduce diabetic A1C levels if applicable. The initial design of the Senior Meal Program continues to be based on a population health management approach. Referrals to the program continue to be welcome from Franciscan Health case management and/or social workers who meet the previously mentioned criteria. Program participants receive a packet with a set of 30 vouchers, along with Senior Promise's contact information for meal pickup or transportation if needed. Vouchers can be redeemed at either Indianapolis or Mooresville hospital cafeterias for one frozen meal per day or a hot wellness bundle, which is a nutritious balanced meal per day. Meal vouchers are numbered and tracked, and patients are required to show ID when redeeming vouchers. The program was designed for meal program participation for up to 90 days, though most participants averaged less than 30 days due to the program interruption with the COVID-19 pandemic, food variety, and some transportation concerns. During my involvement with program implementation, the following revisions occurred. Participation in the program was edited to those ages 65 plus identified as food insecure and either discharged from hospital stays or have a current relationship with Franciscan Health. Diabetic and/or congestive heart failure diagnoses were no longer required, though acknowledged for diet recommendations. Frozen food items expanded to include Schwann's in addition to Gordon Food Service due to variety, quality, and special diet needs. In addition to case management and social worker referrals, program education and patient outreach was implemented to generate increased program recognition and participation. Transportation services with circulation did not occur. Therefore, Franciscan Health employees volunteered to transport frozen meals as needed. Food insecurity was mostly unidentifiable within EPICS, which is their electronic medical record. Social determinants of health wheel, as the information is often not inputted into the system for various reasons, and due to information omitted after the most recent EPIC upgrade. During outreach, which was the mailer to patients, food insecurity was determined by food desert zip codes around Franciscan Alliance, Indianapolis, and Mooresville service areas. Although not formally acknowledged, the intervention is loosely based on the socio-ecological model, which considers the integration of individual, relationship, community, and societal factors. Studies have determined that individual and interpersonal levels tend to supersede focus when compared to the organizational, community, and policy levels in relation to health promotion efforts. However, the model is most successful when used as a whole. The agreed-upon work plan and projects were as follows. The development of a large outreach mailing to 6,000 patients, inviting participation to the program and presenting program elements to multiple hospital departments, creating a revised policy intervention for future use within the hospital system, and creating a formal evaluation process to be used by future leadership of the program. In addition, expertise, challenges, and best practices were shared in hopes of further alleviating program complications and grow the program to eventually incorporate quantitative data like the A1C levels for diabetics, decreased readmission rates, etc., as expressed in the initial program summary. These competencies were integrated within the work plan. The focus competencies within progress reports 1 and 2 included leadership, systems thinking, interprofessional practice, and communication. The strengths I learned about myself include leadership, communication, and finding innovative solutions to barriers we experienced. Things I need to work on is to be more assertive with staff in order to keep deadlines and the program on track. Probably the biggest difficulty were the numerous hurdles experienced in order to get the meal plan functioning. COVID, lack of referrals possibly based on limited marketing within the system, the transportation of meals contract never working or being established, the dissatisfaction at frozen meals delivered, etc. It is clear why program evaluation plans are created. I had the opportunity of having to apply innovative systems tools with Project 1 due to lack of data within Franciscan's electronic medical system. Currently, there is a social determinants of health wheel located within the EMR system. However, it is 1, not often utilized, and 2, little information was entered previously was disturbed with the most recent upgrade. I researched food desert zip codes in our service area and manually reduced the mailing list based on this information and according to our budget limit of 6,000 patients. During this summer, the program was formally presented to clinical leads within Franciscan Health Central Indiana Division. Additional lessons learned from this interaction included the difficulty in putting social determinants of health information into the EMR, particularly by the home health and hospice staff, limitations to only Central Indiana Division at this time, and the delay in knowledge about the program throughout the Franciscan system. I have been privileged to work with and get to know many wonderful coworkers during this project. My preceptor, Chase Kunkel, allowed me to oversee this project and work with Robin Stuteville, which is a Senior Promise Office Coordinator, who is amazing at making all things happen. It has been an honor to collaborate with Senior Promise, Marketing, Informatics, Corporate and Home Health and Hospital departments to improve the operations of this project. Special thanks to those Franciscan Health staff and Dr. Abul Anan and Dr. Amel for their expertise, leadership, and guidance this summer. This concludes my presentation. Thank you so much for watching.